Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga. I'm coming at you with League of Legends AMRAM, something I've been playing a lot. I'll be playing Wukong in this one. And we have Fiddlesticks and Brand and Shen and Jace. We're up against Akarthus, Teemo, Cho'Gath, Cassiopeia, and Annie. And this really turned into one of the most insane AMRAMs I've ever been a part of. Now, the thing about me, when I play AMRAM, I've actually kind of noticed I do okay. Even in losing, I usually get a positive KD. Not always, but most of the time. Now, the only thing is I don't know how to really bring you this and how to shorten it properly. Because, quite frankly, it's a long AMRAM. You'll see here in a minute, I think. No, it doesn't show you, but if I... No, it doesn't show you yet. But it will. Eventually it'll catch up, I think. There we go. And I don't even think that's the right time, 56:46, because the ending time for what I showed was 58 and change. Yeah, this is almost an hour-long AMRAM. Okay, this doesn't exist as far as I know, or it's extremely rare. So it's why I'm bringing you this, and there's some factors I think that finally allow us to tip the game over into our favor. First off, my original build, I go like AMRAM, not AMRAM, I go Magic Resist happy, because their entire team is AP based. So I just want to go nuts on the Magic Resist. As you can see, I've started. I've already got a Negatron Cloak, and I've already got the Null Magic Mantle. So I'm already starting at slightly over 100 Magic Resist. But what hurts me in the long run is I won't have much damage. Now, we have a decent team, but they have a ton of poke early on. And this is kind of how I spend a lot of the game. I just, you know, strike in, slam them over the head with a stick, and then, you know, just disappear. And there we go. Fiddlestick's picking up first blood. I heard an ignite go off somewhere. Oh, it's on Annie for whatever reason. Now, I think what hurt the other team is that their Cassiopeia didn't know how to play Cass very well. There are things at times I think she could have done a hell of a lot better. But, I mean, I don't know how else to do this. Should I just put it on ×2 until something interesting happens? You know, because it's just the standard stuff for a while. No, this is how I play when I can't poke. You know, I dance around looking for opportunities. You know, depending on who I'm playing. With Wukong, let's see, I have a mixture of attack speed and armor penetration reds, armor yellows, magic resist scaling blues, and armor quints. This is my typical, what I call Mundo. Now, that flash originally didn't catch anyone, but whatever. This is my Mundo jungling page. I usually go with armor, because it tends to be the most dangerous, and damn it, didn't get a kill, but I'm still able to walk through, and nice double kill, a little help with the clone there, and there goes another kill. Now the interesting thing is we end up getting so low health, and I don't know, just timid, because we truly lack some of that range ability that we gotta get close to everything. In terms of being able to do a lot of damage that we have a hard time pushing, but as I was saying, I'm used to like AD being on the other side, but it's just so much AP on this that actually my runes didn't help. I do have a 921 mastery page going, you know, heavy defense. I specifically made a defensive mastery page for AMRAM that I use on any bruiser. The only thing I change on it is whether I have 9 AP or 9 AD in the offensive page. So, you know, it's just the typical stuff just right now, just kind of like dancing around, and you pick up Cho'Gath, I dive in, and I manage to tick off Annie, or pick off, rather. Probably ticked her off, too. I see Teemo, but I'm not going to get close enough in time. Shen dives, but it's not going to be enough, and he's dead. And I ulti in on Karthus. And Jace gets a double kill, but I think no, the tower did come off him just in time. Now, a lot of people in situations will say, you know, you need to just go ahead and die. Well, that's true, but most times you're trying to get executed so that you're not giving gold to your opponents, especially a shutdown. But then again, on the other side, the longer you go without dying, the bigger the shutdown bonus is going to be, up to 500, of course, when you finally do. So it comes down to the question of, do you let yourself go down before you get too far, or do you try and stay alive as long as possible and deny them that gold as long as possible? I tend to go with the stay alive as long as I can. And you know, sometimes my team goes in when I do, and it's like I'm just trying to harass through strikes right now. That's all I'm trying to do. I was thinking about doing a series, you know, some tips and tricks that I have found in AMRAMs that are very helpful. First, Karthus ulti picks up no one, but Annie does get a double kill, and we're in trouble now, as Brand is very low health and I'm low health. I'm using up the last of my pots. Tibbers is still around. Annie's going to walk the tower, and that's going to be the end of him. But again, using my little clone form just to try and throw a little bit of harass on him, but there's nothing I can do. So all I can do is just kind of dance behind them. Shen's coming in, and I didn't realize it till too late. I could have gone right there. Shen could have easily done a taunt and finished that off. I should have kept going right there. I should have kept going on Kassadin. And that was a mistake. And then I missed the overhead slam. But Fiddlestick's going balls deep, picks up a kill, even though he gets killed by Teemo. But then Jace picks up the kill in return. I'm trying to like speed it up through like little bursts, and Annie going for the kill, and Brand picks it up. I don't care if I get kills as long as I get assists. I'll take a lot of assists. I mean, I have no problems building aura items over damage depending on the champion I am. If I'm any kind of tanky or even bruiser champion, I've got no problem building Bulwark, Locket, or Zeke's, or anything like that. Anything that'll help my team in terms of an aura item. And my build is going to be really weird in this one. And I got screwed right there, but oof. I saw the Teemo Mushroom and knew if I walked over that I'd be slowed and dead, so I was trying to walk around the team, and that didn't work. So I didn't mean to speed up double time there, but they finally did get our first turret. I pick up another No Magic Mantle, and I pick up the Catalyst Protector. Obviously, you tell them going for Banshee's Veil. And I just dive right in, first thing, with my ulti, and I'm forced to back out because I took too much damage thanks to the castle, and now my team's on the retreat again. Still, I'm kind of looking at Shogath, and there we go. I have this shutdown on Shogath. And I see Teemo, and I want to pick him off as well, but I just can't. The cast slow, and the wall, and I know where Teemo's placing mushrooms. I mean, he places them in the obvious places, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to trip over them either. This is just how I am. I pick my spots. I don't often go balls deep unless I'm playing a really tanky character, you know, say like Jarvan, or if I have to be the tank for the team, like Darius. You know, I've done that. I tried to do the strike there, the dive strike, but it got countered by... Yeah, just pick off Karthus here. Here comes the Karthus ult again, and... Yeah. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I just, for some reason, couldn't target her. And she's going to end up getting away, man. Just, that was depressing. That was truly, truly depressing. Yeah, I've also, I also picked up, of course, the, I almost got her again, and she barriers. And then there's Shen, but I got stunned. I also picked up the Hex Drinker. I'm going for the Maw eventually. Probably one of the few items I actually keep in this game. As a matter of fact, out of my entire build, I think the 2 items that I keep are the Banshee's Veil and the Maw. And that's it. Everything else I eventually change out, and I screwed up my ulti there. I went for a dive on Karthus, and for some reason the dive didn't activate. And I pressed R right away, thinking the dive would, and yeah, my ulti got wasted. It's kind of like when you go for the headbutt pulverize combo on Alistair, and it doesn't work. You end up pulverizing nothing. I'm looking for Cass, and just not enough damage. I trip over 2 Teemo shrooms. And we find ourselves low health again. I'm waiting in the bush, waiting. I want Cass. I know they're coming to get me, so I clone it and pick her off. I barrier and my Hex Drinker go off and allow me to retreat back into the tower. I do a lot of that in this game. It's where a lot of my abilities come from now. I know Annie's in that bush. I saw her go there. I'm thinking I can just walk in, but I trip over the shroom, and that just screws me over. Brand becomes a beast in this, but let's just say this goes from being a League of Legends game to something similar to a frickin' fiddlesticks just diving in there. Whoops, getting picked off by Bran. But it goes from an AMRAM to a AMRAM / Team Fortress game, and you'll see what I mean as the builds progress. I mean, we're only 12 minutes in, people. There we go. I get the shutdown on Cass. She was diving in. I'll show you real quick. She was diving in for Fiddlesticks, and I flash and strike and ulti her. I couldn't save Fiddlesticks, but I did pick her off, which gave me the shutdown. And now we're trying to push their tower. But as you can see, here, this is the theme of my team. We knock them down to where we can push, but by the time we get anywhere, 2 or 3 of them are already up, and there's nothing we can do about it because, well, we're low health, or there's just not enough of us. So, man, they want me. I don't know why I become such a focus at times. But they do chase me quite a lot at times, and Cho'Gath wasn't the one that I wanted, and if I stayed, I probably could have killed him. But I don't know, with some champions, like, give me Jarvan, frick, I'll dive and tank towers all frickin' day. Like, give me someone like Wukong, and, oh, man. I do this kind of thing where I just like dive back and forth, and you know, I try and do quick strikes and all that, and I have no idea where Tibbers was going. I see Annie, and she's going to be an easy pick off. So I did get my Banshee's Veil. I also got Merc Treads. I'm sitting at What, 193 magic resist right now. So I'm very tanky, but I don't have a lot of damage. Only 124 damage. And that's mostly through the maw. So I know Teemo's sitting in that bush. I have no idea what the shield was for. But yeah, that's going to be a dead Teemo. And Fiddlesticks balls deep with the Zonias. And I pick off Karthus there with a quick dive slam combo. And there we go, but oh, no. And we finally pick up their turret, but Cho'Gath is after us. Shen dives in for the save. And I back completely off looking for those little health crosses. And Shen gets taken down, but so does Cho'Gath. And here comes the Karth Assault. And it didn't even move my health bar because my Maw absorbed the entire thing. Or my Hex Drinker, rather. Absorbed the entire blast. So, yeah, Cass did hit me with a Twin Fang without trying to poison me for whatever reason, and all it did was pop my Banshee's Veil for a little while. And Teemo's down again. Unfortunately, here's Tibbers, but he dies. Nice double kill again by Fiddlesticks. Brand goes down again, and again, I don't find an opportunity where I could just let myself be killed, because we don't want them to push our tower. I'm not willing to leave just Fiddle, who did he use his ulti, or does he have it? No, I don't think he does. No, his ulti's still down. And barrier again, but I'm not letting that get away, and I get the shutdown. I should have went in after Cho'Gath. While my ulti was still going, rather than move away, but we managed to pick them off anyways. As we get close, yeah, look, there's Teemo, there's Andy, there's Karthus. So, we can't push again. And, yep, over the mushroom, which I think is going to be the end. Yeah. He tried to ulti, but he died immediately. He knew it was pretty much over. There's only so much I can do in such a long AMRAM. It's not like I can, like, fast forward to the action constantly, because a lot of it's action. More dancing, and Bran looking like he's in trouble, but no, they back off. Why, I'm not sure. I think they probably could have just gone for Bran. And the feast does not kill. Again, I get a Shen shield for whatever reason, I don't know.
Blue team double kill.
And a nice turnaround by Jace, but yep, there goes Brand again. And here we are in trouble again. You know, we've got 3 of them pushing our tower, but there's the ulti. And I managed to pick off Annie and get rid of Tibbers. And I live with about 20 health. Now, to be honest, at this point, I should have just went and died. But, again, half health tower, Fiddle and Jace are low. I'm not willing to leave yet because I may be able to just help drive them off. You know, just a quick dive-in strike and overhead, and even if I died there, it still might save them. And a quick taunt on Cho'Gath, and again, I back out quickly. He gets taken down by Fiddlesticks again. Bran dies again, but he takes Teemo with him. I'm probably going to die at this point. And there we go. Finally get shut down. And almost got the kills, but not quite. So they'll push our tower, and they'll eventually, I think, take it down. Yeah, maybe even before I get there. No, it's holding on by a sliver as Brand picks off Cass. And I immediately go in with my ulti trying to be disruptive, but I take a massive amount of damage. I think I got feasted by Cho'Gath. And yeah, we managed to get Karthus, but at a cost and a half, as we're going to lose Brand again. And it's not looking too good for us right now, despite the fact we have a kill lead. We definitely don't have a gold lead because of the towers. Not sure why I'm picking on Annie over Cho'Gath. I'm thinking she's probably going to be an easier kill. And I want to chase Annie down, but I can't leave, you know. I didn't want to leave them alone with Cho'Gath trying to defend the inhibitor. Besides, one thing I've learned is, you know, in any league game, when you chase too far, it's usually a bad idea. And Amram's no exception. You know, Shen's going tanky, I'm going tanky. We're trying to be the front line for our damage, you know? But that's going to change towards the end, but Brand with another nice pick off. But Karthus, yeah, you're going to get Shen. I think I'm looking at Annie right now. I end up striking on Cass and ulting, but that allows a kill by Brand and by Fiddlesticks. But again, low health. You know, very low health, low health, half health, and there's Cho'Gath and Cassiopeia still to deal with. They could easily wreck us. The one castle could easily kill two of them. And Fiddlestick's trying to go balls deep, but that's just not going to work. Although Cass wasting her ulti, I know I'm pretty screwed at this point. And there's Shen again, but I see there's three of them. I'm like, I just want to run. Again, I dive out. I leave poor Shen alone, and Karthus wants me for some reason. And it's just not going to happen. Although, I think I screw myself. No, he actually backs off. I thought I screwed myself doubling back for that health, but that's probably a dead Shen. No, that's a Karthus out of mana. That's not a bad thing. Karthus ran out of mana, but you know, finally my team spawns, but not before our inhibitor goes down. I watch people play Fiddlesticks and do really, really well. Unless I'm like jungling Fiddlesticks, and even then, I tend to do really poorly on him, no matter how hard I try. I'm stalking the outside right now, looking for a pick-off. And I've also picked up the Mercurial Scimitar for 60 attack damage and 45 magic resist, and of course I can use it to remove debuffs. Which against this team is actually helpful, but, well, I'll explain later. I've also picked up a cloth armor. Why? Well, Teemo. Not for Teemo's damage, because this, I don't know, can we go into the shop in this scene? I don't think so. But, can I click on the shop? No. I can never remember. Back to the action. Just in time to see me ulti again, and I should have stayed longer, but
Power slam.
I don't know, it's kind of what I become used to when I play bruiser types, is to dive in, be the tank, be the distraction, try and get everyone focused on you while making a dive outwards. But it doesn't work too much in this game. But anyways, as I was saying, I'm building the I forget what it's called because I rarely build it, but it builds from the lantern, and then you build like a little bow and arrow thing that can reveal Teemo traps. And can we real stealth? Too many people don't build this. You know, too many people just don't. I don't get the shield again. I'm hoping the super minion will actually kill me, or the minions are trying to kill it, but that doesn't work either. Too many people when they're against Teemo, or Evelyn, or Twitch, or most importantly, well, not most important. Teemo's most important, but very important is Akali. Don't build these items. There's an AP one and there's an AD one that they reveal. They're straight from Twisted Tree Line. They reveal stealth, you know, in an area for a short amount of time. So, yeah, my team is up there fighting. I'm back here trying to clear minions. So hopefully, if my team gets ahead, we'll have a minion wave able to push their tower. Not that that works, and I'm about to trip over a couple mushrooms, but it just pops my Banshee's Veil. Not a big deal. And that was a poor ulti on my part, much too soon. But it does allow Cho'Gath to be killed. It does allow Teemo to be killed. Unfortunately, oof, it does kind of put us on the retreat a little bit, but if we had stayed up there, things probably would have gone different, because just a ton of brand damage right now. And I did a lot of damage with Fiddlesticks as well. Please forgive me for yawning a little bit. I'm not exactly sure why I'm feeling a little tired. So we pick off Annie, but then now, look, Cho'Gath, yep. And there's at least one dead. Cho'Gath, Teemo, and Teemo wants me. But with the acceleration gate and the healing icon, I'm able to get away. Shen dives in, and Shen's going to die. I actually told Shen that was a bad idea. Well, he asked why. I said, I was saving you and Jace. I said, me and Jace probably would have gotten out, and we could really use him right now to defend. Because we have 3 full health champions versus a Fiddlesticks, myself, and Jace, who are very low health. So, and we're only slightly halfway through this match. 65 to 55. And, you know, yeah, Brand's up, so now we're relying a lot on Brand to get in there and throw out that. Look at that massive damage he threw out there. And just, not enough. But there we go. Fiddlesticks manages to pick him up with a crow. Karthus is the only one I'm truly afraid of in terms of damage. Yeah, and unfortunately I get Brand. Karthus is the only one I'm truly afraid of in terms of damage. And, Cho'Gath's the only one I fear trying to kill because he's just so tanky. And Annie's just going to get blown the hell up right there, thanks to a nice Fiddle Fear. I don't know how to do commentaries for AMRAMs yet, let alone one this long. So bear with me. So we're just going to dance around the turret, but we're actually just not going to do much. Except die. And Fiddlesticks... Oh, frack. I should have chased her. But we do get their turret. And I see Karthus, I see Cass, I see Cho'Gath. I'm like, nope. Now, now that I'm looking back at it, that's probably a major fault. If I stayed and fight, we probably could have killed 1 or 2 of them with team coming up. But Cass goes down, and look at that ulti just going out with that massive damage. And again, I just strike and move back. Oops. Karthus ult, but again, my Hex Drinker absorbs all the damage. Now I'm by myself, and I decide to try something really silly. I'm just quietly waiting. And it does work to a degree, but I'm going to be picked off. But still, I managed to take out Cho'Gath, and Jace got Teemo, so that just leaves Annie. And here comes Fiddlesticks. There's the Fear, the Crow, the Drain, and she's dead. Now, a lot of people would say at times, well, you know, forget the minions, just run and push. It didn't matter. They would always be close enough to spawning, or they would already be spawned, that we wouldn't get there in time. Even at times when we managed to ace the team out, it takes so long to run from one end to the other that by the time we got there, they were spawning already. So I finally picked up the Maw of Malmortius, and what is it called? The Lightbringer, yeah. I picked up the Lightbringer for 50 attack damage, 20 armor. It has 12% lifesteal. Of course, it can deal bonus damage to minions and monsters, detect nearby traps, Teemo mushrooms, and stealth detection mist for enemies that go stealth in bushes or are stealth, much like Evelyn. More dancing. I'm just hiding in the bush waiting for a chance to strike. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've got my ulti. And I'm just looking to engage that, to do as much damage as possible. A nice double kill as I like back my ass out, having done as much damage and disruption as I'm willing to do. But unfortunately that doesn't work in our favor. Yeah, I backed out because I saw Teemo coming too, and I knew this was just a bad idea. I mean, I've got almost no health. So, again, in trouble. I'm the only one alive for a while. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I know I can pick off Cass, given the chance.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
And I do get her, but to what cost?
Ace.
Fortunately, by the time they got up, they got our inhibitor down, and they dealt with my very minor distraction, because believe me, that's what it was. My team started spawning. But we've already got one tower at less than half health, so we are looking at problems. As they're all sitting in the bush waiting. But Shen gets off a beautiful taunt because they're all lined up. This is one time we want to be up here. And he's just trying to go ham on Annie, but he's just not going to make it. And Brand managing up a double kill. That leaves just Annie and Teemo right now. I'm in the match. Oh yeah, there I am. I was looking for Teemo or anyone waiting to set a trap. Not sure how Shen knew, but whatever, I'll take the kill. Yes, you're seeing the score correctly so far, 79-67. And despite that nice big kill lead, we are actually behind it, or they are not as far behind in terms of gold. Should really know better than to do that. I was trying to knock the mushrooms out because I did see them, but I just couldn't. For some reason, it walked over them instead. I'm not exactly sure where I was going. But get a nice double kill, and now I'm trying to back off and Whew.
Blue team double kill.
Now, two of us can die very easily to Annie. As a matter of fact, there's one example. But we do finally get the inhibitor. So we're kind of on even ground right now in terms of structures. One of our Nexus turrets is damaged, but everything else in between is destroyed. So that puts us pretty close in. I should have known better. You know, a lot of good this trap revealing thing does if you ignore it anyways. And I actually think I popped the maw there, so that didn't help. Yes, I am staying way back because I know that by the time any kind of pushing is able to get done, they'll all be spawned. Now, I'm not showing you this because of amazing gameplay, or because it was an amazing game that lasted so long because of the great ability of both teams. As far as, I'm a Bronze 2 player right now. You know, I doubt I'll ever make Silver. I think I made Silver last year because of luck, more than anything else, and I freely admit that. But that still doesn't mean that this wasn't a fun and funny game. I mean, to be in an AMRAM that lasts an hour, I mean, one of the reasons to play AMRAM is to have fun, and because they're short, quick, and hectic. I mean, I was literally saying to myself, I'm going to play one more AMRAM before I go to sleep because, you know, they don't last too long, and I just want to do one more. Immediately go for the ulti, and I don't know what I was thinking, but it did allow a kill. So many Zonias.
Shut down.
Trying to get away. And we do, but we're in trouble again. Very low health Shen, plus myself, and yeah. I'm going to try and hide over in the back here and just come on and pick someone off that maybe Shen can bait in. You know, I see Teemo, and unfortunately I'm not able to stealth in. And fuck, my Banshee's Veil not doing anything. And yes, that's both turrets down. They are now hitting our Nexus, and it is going down rather quick. Something must be done. And that something is Brand and Fiddlesticks. Hang on. Can I target the Nexus at all? No, I should have done it in game, but our Nexus is like hanging on by a thread right about now. Maybe I should have done this in normal mode because then I could target Nexus and towers, but I don't like the control in normal mode. Besides, this one you can see everything much better. So, yeah, you're starting to see a lot of Rabadon hats. I'm honestly surprised we don't see one on Cho'Gath right now. So he has that extra burst. Oh, there I am. Now, actually, I have sold my boots, and I picked up Last Whisper so that I can get damage in on Cho'Gath. You know, this gives me 317 damage with everything that I have here. But, well, just watch my build. Watch everybody's build, for that matter. No, you're not seeing things with 2 Rabadons on Karthus right now. I'm hanging too far back at this point. I want to be able to do a strike when they come in, but I'm actually too far back. I'm not helping my team at all by where I was, which is really crappy in terms of what I was able to do.
Purple team triple kill.
And that allows Teemo to get a triple kill, but still, I'm looking at you, Cass. Again, just not enough damage, you know, and I'm looking at my build going, I don't have enough damage. I'm starting to think that if I want to help my team win, I got to start hurting as well as kind of being a bit tanky. And so I literally start changing and switching and doing things, trying to find a decent combo stuff. And, oof, Teemo just gets away.
Blue team's
My
inhibitor
team's
has been
starting to
destroyed.
spawn up. Yes, there's an ulti, but it didn't do a lot. So I don't have to worry about that. I want Teemo, but it's not going to happen.
Killing spree.
So again, I'm going for Annie, and there we go. Finally managed to pick her off. I was going to sit here and tank minions. You know, I was actually wondering where I was getting this lifesteal from, so I was watching my bar. At the time, I didn't know that the Lightbringer gave you lifesteal. Yeah, we finally do pick up an ace, but how well will it do us? Well, it's not like we can just bowl through and tank the turrets. I think that was one of our major faults, is we didn't have anything to fall back on in terms of a tank able to tank the turrets. And no, you're not seeing things either. That is 2 Rabadon caps, Rabadon death caps on Bran. Yeah, and here we are again. They're all spawned up, and there's not much we can do. Oof. That damage. Now see, again, I've gone too cautious, and I should have been in there a lot sooner. I should have been in there a lot sooner. Does not help anything. And there's the acceleration gate to help me get away. See, this is where I have problems in AMRAM. I become a little too skittish. If I had gone in earlier, probably would have been a lot different outcome. We probably might have even been able to finish it. But because I hung back and I waited and I didn't go in right away, yeah, we're on the retreat again. And that's not going to work. Again, I'm just trying to get away, and I know I'm not going to, and I get shut down. Almost, but yeah, you're gonna run into Karthus, dude. And you miss. It's just not gonna happen. You see, that's what I try to avoid. I try to avoid chasing that far, honestly. And here we go, my team in trouble again. Shen going balls deep. And there's the drain from Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks too strong. Now we're in real trouble, man. But they stop. They stop, yeah, to fight minions. They never had to. That allows Bran to take him out, and I just go right in, ulti. Our Nexus at about half health. We need to get rid of these minions. So I sold off Last Whisper now, which I only just bought, and I bought Blade of the Ruined King, because why not? I'm starting to think I need lifesteal, I need damage. And that's exactly what I'm working for. And no, you are not seeing things. That is 3 Rabadon's death caps on Bran. And Shen sold his entire stock and is now going AP Shen. So that didn't help in terms of... Now see, Jace get the right idea. Unfortunately, my team does... Unfortunately, the rest of us, including me, does not. So now comes the dancing and poking again. Dancing and poking, dancing and poking. I thought I had my ulti. I was wrong. Karthus ult. He gets Bran. And my team is in trouble again. With about 25 seconds before I come up, with only Shen, AP Shen at this point, and myself, I mean, and Jace. But again, there's no turrets in their way, and this is what cost them. There's no turrets in their way. They could easily just push down and knock down the Nexus. They're not. They stop to kill minions. So I spawn up, and now I've sold something for the Black Cleaver. And I just decided to stay on Shogoth. And I see Cass is trying to eliminate the
Purple team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
the Nexus, so I end up driving her off. The reality is, you know, just to be honest with you, at any given point, I think the other team really could have gone and ended this if they had all focused on the Nexus, but for some reason they didn't, and it just kept giving us a fighting chance. And no, you are not seeing things that is for Rabadon's death caps on Bran now. And Bran goes down to a mushroom. That's bound to happen when you have a Teemo in a game. And yes, that's 3 Rabadon death caps on Karthus and 2 on Cassiopeia. Do you see why this is turning into the League of Team Fortress? There's just too many hats. So again, we're just trying to set up some kind of a trap. And I immediately go in for Cass, and I just try and disrupt as much as possible, and then bug the frick out. And now I'm actually trying to start standing in and fighting a bit more. And trip over the mushroom. Oh, that's right. I sold the Lightbringer. Well, now I'm starting to stand in. Now I'm starting to fight more because I'm thinking that one of the only ways we're going to win this is if we go for damage.
Purple team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
And there's the fear and an unneeded ulti, but it worked. And Jace actually manages to get executed, which was a smart thing, obviously. Should have just kept pounding on that tower. But we back off. There was no reason for us to. We could have killed Karthus and kept going. So, you know, now when you're not playing, it's obvious to see the mistakes. Just gonna go in and beat on Shogoth, and there we go. I don't know if I'm gonna get away though. Nope. I think at this point I sell the Mercurial Scimitar, and the reasoning behind that is, well, I keep forgetting to use it. So again, more dancing. I think they still got a tower up, and
Unstoppable.
you know, at this point, if I was Teemo, this is what I would have tried to do if I was Teemo.
Double kill.
I would have made sure that my entire team was up. You know, I would have made sure the enemy team was up entirely. I'm actually trying to decide what the hell to buy at this point. I would have tried to get into one of the bushes and just sit there in stealth and wait as long as it took. Preferably the bush that's like right here. This one. And just wait however long it took. When the enemy team finally pushed up to around this point, whether they're fighting or, you know, they're killing minions, I would freaking dash and ghost and use my thing, whatever it is, and go straight for the Nexus and just try and backdoor it. Because, believe me, it's possible. Excuse me. again, just going in, striking. There's the ulti for the disruption. Take out Cho'Gath. Phew, this game's too long. No, you are reading those scores correctly. 117 kills to 97. With 117k gold to 115. I always forget to upgrade my boots in MRAM. I know they can be upgraded. I just forget to do it. But yeah, I sold the Mercurial Scimitar and I got a Trinity Force now. Which for some reason I actually have less damage than what I did. I'm not exactly sure why, but I get lifesteal and I just should have kept going. Again, that timidness really phasing me there. Bye, Jace. Oh, and Bran. And I get Annie to flash, and again, just can't tank the towers with these two. And I'm just going to start wailing away on Cho'Gath, and I'm going to start shredding him thanks to my abilities, and just trying to survive. Oh, frack. Yes, Cho'Gath survived with like under 40 health. Yeah, it was really freaking small. Oh well, I almost had him. And here they go again, pushing in, but again, my team spawning. Now, it's obvious now the mistakes that were made while we were playing. But when we were playing, everything you do seems to make sense. And yes, I'm buying red pot, I'm buying blue pot, I'm buying the vision, I'm buying like everything. What's up? And Karthus is just, I don't know, he's like determined to get Jace, and that's just not going to happen. Yeah, so I get killed, but it's not going to matter. And no, Teemo, that's not going to work. And again, no, you're not seeing things. There are now officially 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Rabadon death caps in this game. Including one on Shen. No, that is not a joke. 16 Rabadon death caps in the game. I think at this point I'm actually sticking with my build. I don't think I changed anything up, even though I was thinking about getting Infinity Edge. I think I actually stick with everything I have.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Again, just go in there, and I'm trying to be a little fearless, but yeah, that's a lot of damage. I come in full health, leave almost no health, and I turn around and smack Tibbers upside the head for 50 gold, not that I can use it.
Unstoppable.
And again, it's me going back too far. Bye, Annie. We could have fought Teemo, I think. Again, just waiting for the team to come up. Gonna stand in there against Cho'Gath despite getting feasted. That King's Blade, man, that lifesteal keeping me alive. Although I'm gonna trip over a mushroom and it's gonna hurt like hell. Yeah, I just barely lived, but a nice little heal, which I wonder where that was earlier. Watch this. Pop! Let's back up a second and slow that down. Okay? Cassiopeia trying to hide in the bush. Setting a trap for us, which actually is not a bad idea. Watch this. One Jace attack, and Fear, and then Brand. Yeah. just, just, boom. She died. Fiddlesticks going balls deep. And there's the ulti on Annie, and could it be? Yes, yes, we're finally going to end it. Oh my god. What are we looking at? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 death caps, and 57 minutes later, the game finally ends. 132 kills to 110, 129,800 gold to 128,500. My team died 111 times to their team's, I think, 149. My team got 249 assists. It was just one of the freaking most insane longest games. And yes, it's easy to pick out the mistakes when you're not playing and when you review it afterwards. But god damn, when you were playing, man, there was a long and freaking exhausting game. But I wanted to bring it to you anyways, even if it gets a little boring watching nearly an hour's worth of AMRAM, but especially to my voice. But I promise you, any other AMRAMs I bring you will be shorter, and I like maybe do little point out things and all that. I don't know, we'll see. Mainly because Bioshock, I'm gonna post the last 2 episodes this week. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'll be posting them this week. Yes, there are only 2 more episodes to go in my recording, so oh well. Anyways, folks, this has gone on long enough, and I've taken up enough of your time. Until next time, this is One Big Bugger signing out, and I'll see you then.